And thanks so much for joining me for this Get Ready With Me featuring my most recent favorites. I'm going to go ahead and pin my hair back here with these little clips. They seem to work really well the last time I applied. They seem to work really well the last time I used them, but I do want to just get these sides down a little bit. Okay, so I want to show you this product first, just so you can see how this looks without makeup, because I like this for a no makeup kind of thing, and you can put it under makeup as well. It's the Illuminating Tinted Eye Cream. This is by Coleen Rothschild, and this is posting like a week after the unboxing, I think, but it's really been a few weeks. So I've been using this for a few weeks now. So let me just show you how that looks. So this peachy tone is going to help with that darkness, and I think there's a little bit of a reflective quality in here that just helps bounce the light really nicely. So there's a difference with and without. So that right there makes a big difference. Yeah, so enjoying this for no makeup. And it's hydrating, and that was actually too much. Like, I didn't even need a full pump of that. Okay, so let's go in. I've had lots of lightweight makeup that I've been going to. It's so funny because I wear more makeup in the winter and then I go back to less makeup in the summer. It's like I'm very minimal with makeup in general these days, so there are a few options here. So for the daytime, we're not going to do this because I think I did this in a vlog, but I've been using the Odacite SPF. It's the tinted SPF 50 mineral drops, and this is the shade 2.5, which I think might be on their website only. I'm not sure. It's a little bit harder to get a hold of this shade versus like 2, 3. I think I might try this and 3 next time. So I've been enjoying that. So if you saw my favorites, you'll have seen the swatch of that. I've also been really enjoying these. These are not new, but they're the Chantecaille Sheer Glow Gold Face Tint and also the Bronze Face Tint. So these together, I like to mix them, or I like to use this alone and then use the bronzer. So if you, like me, like those levels of coverage, very sheer, you might also really like this. This is a new in the rotation in that level of coverage. It's the Jones Road Beauty. It's their Just Enough Tinted Moisturizer, and I have mine in the shade medium. Make sure to go to the favorites video because I'll have swatched all of them. So I used the Jones Road in the last video, and I feel like you've seen the Chantecaille many times. So I thought, let's do this one again. It's the Le Beige Water Fresh Tint. It's one of my most highly mostly repurchased? How do I want to say that? It's one of my most repurchased items from Chanel. So I've had the larger size like this in medium and medium plus. I've got this in medium plus. There's a travel size, or at least there was. So this is, if you have not been here before or have not seen this, it's encapsulated powder. So it's a really nice texture, especially for the summer. Looking for a nice brush. Especially for the summer because it will set by itself. It's not sliding around on the skin, which can happen to me because I am combo and I can get oily, especially in the summer months. I'm just using this BK Beauty 109 brush. I've been using too many exfoliating products, so that's why there are dots up here. It was really strong on my skin, so I'm trying to kind of back off some exfoliants right now. Very simple, very fast. You can see it's got like a filter on it. Let me lean in. I think that's helpful. Okay, so that's what it looks like on the skin. It's not a greasy feeling kind of glow, but you can see that it does have a nice glowy texture to it. Okay, before we keep going, let's do this and just get rid of all of the distracting areas. So right under the eyes there, I've got that redness, and some of you may know that you have also purchased this Victoria Beckham in Trench because it just easily cancels out this redness. Just notice a streak there, so just make sure that you double check. It is possible if you put too much product on to get streaks. And when I apply it with my hands, I definitely don't get streaks like that. Now let's go in and do some really quick concealing. So Clé de Pose Honey. Still love this. It really does stand the test of time when it comes to competing with other concealers. For dark spots, that is, specifically. I'm going to take a BK Beauty 114 right here, and we're just going to pat that in. Great for larger areas. And then we're going to go in with the Chantecaille. Since we're so natural here, I'm going to keep it natural under the eye. Chantecaille's Le Camoflauge Stylo, and this is in 4C. Just right here. Going in next with the CdP translucent powder. This is just a really lovely, finely milled powder. Okay, one thing I'm going to do though is I'm going to add a little bit of the CdP concealer. Just add that to the exterior here. So I like this actually as a little, what a trick, but instead of putting a heavier concealer all under the eye, I just put it where I need it, and then a really light concealer towards the center. So you saw the Chantecaille just right under here, and then CdP right here where I need it to stick a little bit better. Let's go in with some bronzer. I'm still enjoying this. Actually, I do with this bronzer what they say not to do with bronzer, which is they say bronzer is not made to add color to the whole face, like as a powder. I know you can kind of dust it across the cheekbones or across the nose as if the sun hit, but I will use this sometimes when this is looking a little too light. I will add this all over my face and it looks really pretty. This is a Dior Forever Nude Bronze in 02 Light. So while it adds some dimension, very subtle dimension here for me, this is a Need You Pro brush, I can also use it to just dust all over my face. I do use that to help with a little bit of the white cast I can get with the Odacite. Okay, very subtle, really easy to use kind of product. I love that. We're going to do brows. We're going to do a maximalist brow. So I'm going to take 2 shades of the Victoria Beckham, which is what I've been doing. So taking the Taupe to build the shape here, which is lighter and cooler. And then I'm going to take dark brown and just add that from here to here. So when you see this result, you'll know it's 2 shades that went into the brow. Okay, let's go ahead with eye. Now this is a really, really quick eye, and I think some of you will appreciate this because it's got just two products and some mascara. So we have here, and hopefully this has come back into stock, it is number 58, Taupe Fume. It's one of their newer shades, and you can use it as an eyeliner, as an eyeshadow, and in this case, okay, the last time I showed this, I used it as an eyeliner, and then I thought one time we'll smoke this out and see what else we can do with it, so that's what we're going to do today. So I'm just going to apply this all over. So just like that. Seems like a lot, but I'm going to just smudge it out. Into the crease a little bit. Just like that, really easy. So you can see how creamy that is going on because nothing skipped. I think this is one of the best products I do and maybe isn't talked about as much as their palettes. This one's a great shade though because it's, you can see, got a mushroomy tone to it. I'm just gonna take this and concentrate it more towards the lash line. And I noticed my eyelashes are growing nicely. I've been using the Obagi, their lash serum. I'll list it below if you wanted to try it. But you can see the color right there. And then I can just dot this along the bottom of the lash line. Not a solid line, but just dotting it. While we let that kind of set a little bit, because I'm going to do one more thing. We're going to go in with Sweed's Bright. Just a really quick application, just one quick kind of sheer layer, but it's subtle. So I just have to be careful not to add too much, then it looks more obvious, of course. So now we're going to go with Night Flash. This is by Victoria Beckham. I'm just taking this shade right here. I'm going to take that right on my finger. It's really finely milled kind of glow to it. It's very satiny, which I like. So let's just add this to the center. So concentrating it more to the center. And that's it. And that is it for the eye. Of course you can go more intense if you want to, or less intense, but I just wanted to show you the versatility of something like this Chanel product. This one right here, number 58 in Taupe Fume. Okay, so now we're going to go in with mascara, and I rarely like a new mascara. Actually, I rarely like mascaras in general. I can count on my hand how many I would really recommend. And I'm adding to that. So this is by Tint, and I've been using this quite a bit. You can see I have makeup on it. I've been testing it out daily, no smudging, no flaking, and it builds really nicely. So we have this curved wand here, really easy, and it's just a pretty lash every time. Volume, length, separation. Okay, so that's one coat. I got a little bit on my eye there. I'm gonna let it dry and then I'll go in with a spoolie just to remove that, but you can see how pretty it is, and I have a nice uplifted result as well. Okay, so I applied 2 coats of the Tint mascara. This is in the shade Midnight Dip. It says lifting. Oh, I didn't see that before. Lifting, and then something, oh, mascara. So it's on the bottom there. Okay, now let's go in with blush here. We have this by Chanel. It's number 72, Rose Initiale. It pairs nicely with the eye, since the eye is cooler. It's a cooler blush. You can see I need to be careful here not to add too much. I'm going to take these clips out before I do the lip. Let me just fix this really quick. So let me go to a mirror so I can see what I'm doing. Okay, so remember how I mentioned that I use this bronzer to kind of bring color back to my face if there's a little bit of a white cast. So my forehead is a little bit deeper than it normally is. I think it was exposed to some sun, so the foundation was lighter, so I used some of that to just kind of make it look a little bit more natural. So I went in with this just on the forehead area. I went through this with my Dyson, and I have the Air Wrap, and I realized I can do my bangs with the Dyson. I don't know why. I just need to turn both the heat down and the fan speed down. So once I do that, I'm good. I just curl it under, and then I'll flip it and reverse the direction. So getting the bangs to kind of settle down a little bit and getting them into the place I want them to be. Okay, so if you wanted to know what happened to my hair, that's all I did. And then let's go in with this Chanel lip product. So I've been playing with this since I got it, and for every day I like to do a thin layer, just a thin layer, and that way it doesn't look so makeup-y, but I'll go a little bit more opaque. This is 186 Pink Nude. I'm gonna add a little more to the exterior as a bit of a liner. And then let's let it dry. Okay, and then we're gonna add this side. Oh, by the way, this product is called the Rouge Duo. And that is it for the Get Ready With Me. And I love my Holy Grail products, which are really hard to beat out. So whenever I can test any products against Holy Grails, like Clay to Pose, Concealer and Honey. And it's really nice to try out new products like this to see how they compare with my Holy Grails. And this one has performed really, really well. So I've had a chance to test this out for a couple of weeks now. But let me know what you've been loving as we get into these warmer months. Has makeup changed that much for you? Are you discovering new things, or are the products coming out looking similar to what you already have? Let me know what's exciting to you out there. I'd love to try them out. But that is it for today's video. So please take care of each other. Stay well if you enjoyed this video. If you learned something, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and I'll see you next time.